Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and you join me on a very stormy day here in the UK. And yeah, it's absolutely mental how it's belted out. It's like a tropical fucking storm. But hopefully this beer is going to be a tropical storm. So we're going over to Cloudwater, and this is part of the Crop Year 2019 series. And this is number 13 into the series that they're doing. So this is a single hopped IPA made with hand selected 2019 Columbus from Crosby hops, 6% ABV IBA. So in the early 70s, while Chuck Zimmerman was in heated discussions over the rights to Columbus or Tomahawk to use his trademark name, another Zimmerman by the name of Tucker released 10 songs. Years later, in the early 2000s, by which time the Columbus had firmly established itself as a favourite hop used to add backbone and bitterness to APAs and pale ales, 10 new songs, a masterful album by Leonard Cohen, has released. Columbus isn't new and may no longer occupy a prime position, but like those classic records of days gone, that don't make it junk. So this is, the name of this one is Back on Boogie Street. So I do like the artwork on these, using photographs of all the different sort of I'd imagine these like the different locations where they've sourced the hops, and I think this was, mind you, that's the same sort of numerical design they used for their Friends and Family Festival, but I don't know if this was brewed for that. I'm not too sure. I think it was just a series and they've sort of taken on that branding. But yeah, this was bought from the Meet the Brewer box, which they did for an event with the brewery out of the US. It's not happened yet, but I thought I'm in the mood for an IPA, so I'll open this up and we'll see how we go. So, beer in the glass then, and that's a lovely sort of murky look to it, a little bit orangey, looks like frosted glass. And yeah, nothing's coming through that at all. A lot more luminous thanks to the open window light source. And 2 fingers worth of a nice white head with a little bit of like an orangey hue to it. Dirty glass, I know. I do apologise. But yeah, looking really nice and mighty fine. So let's see what it smells like. And you definitely get like sort of like a resiny, sweet aroma coming from it. A little bit of herbal character, a little bit of citrus, almost like a slight lemon sherbet. But yeah, nice bready, malty backbone in this IPA as well. Smelling really damn good. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, folks. Well, that's nice. That's an IPA flavour you don't get much of nowadays, and yes, my hair is absolutely horrendous. It's not been washed for like 2 days. It's been a bit wet, and I've also used dry shampoo for like the past 2 days, so I'm a fucking scruffy bastard. Nice medium mouthfeel on this one. It's not a big, bold, juicy body, but it's got a nice little bit of depth to it. Nice carbonation, prickles on the tongue. And I'm getting like a slight prickly sensation and idea in my head by drinking this. There's an earthy hop character coming through. There's a very subtle sort of citrusy character without being like a defined citrus note. But yeah, it's reminding me of like the profile of the likes of, you know, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I slurred my words then for no reason. And there's a nice resiny character. There's a very slight dank, savoury edge to it. Yeah, it's tasting like an IPA from, you know, like the mid 2010s. How would you refer to that decade? I don't know. got like a classic flavour, but it's actually got a nice soft feel to it as well. So yeah, interesting stuff indeed. So aroma and flavour. Gently swirl the glass and inhale both quickly and deeply through your nose. Didn't do that. Take several mouthfuls and swirl in your mouth. Taste and experience the smell exhalation. Didn't do that. Body, evaluate the texture of the beer in the mouth, the thickness, carbonation and smoothness as you swallow. Aftertaste, note lingering flavours and sensations in the mouth after drinking. So I thought I was reading sort of like flavour profiles then and things like that, but no, it's just telling you how to drink a beer, which I suppose makes sense if they're going to be, but I don't know if they've changed that because they intended to put this in one of the tasting pack boxes. I'm not too sure, or whether that's just something that they're putting on that part of the can. But yeah, nice bitterness on the back end. You're definitely getting a really nice refined bitterness that you would expect from the hops like Columbus. Like as I said, classic sort of didn't want to say that. Flavour profiles. Yeah, it's nice that I could happily just devour a few cans of that. Simple, easy drinking. It's far from Cloudwater's most exciting or, you know, trendy sort of beers. That's really not important to me. I just want a good tasting IPA, and this if you're like drinking this in like 2016, you'd be like just fucking blown away by it. But then again, isn't that when like all the hazy sweet IPAs came in? I'm terrible when it comes to like the actual history of beer. I'm terrible when it comes to the actual taste of beer as well, but yeah, I like this. I like it. It's something a little bit different. Harkens back to IPAs and pale ales of a time gone by, and I think Cloudwater can brew so many different sorts of offshoots of the IPA. One of the best breweries in the UK by far, and they're still consistently bringing out beers even when they're not overhyped. They'll bring out loads of overlooked beers as well, just because it's not, you know, fucking Strata, Sabro, whatever, BBC, THC, DDP IPAs and stuff like that. But yeah, I like this a lot. Really interesting, just to give your palate a bit of like a lesson. Do you know what I mean? And as a single hopped IPA, it's got bags full of character. They're really showcasing that Columbus hop, which a lot of times you have a single hop IPA, you don't really get much, because they'll like back that hop up with other hops, so you'll sometimes get that character from that hop when it's like, this is a single IPA to showcase such and such. I think I've had like one or two from this series, so I can't compare it to how it is, but I like the idea of this. I like the idea of this stuff. Really good. And yeah, highly recommended. So in terms of a rating then, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. Really interesting stuff indeed. And yeah, you don't really see Columbus that much. His name's been put into disrepute recently as well, hasn't it? So, but we won't go there. Anyway, so yeah, if you've tried this or any of the others in this series, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Thank you guys for watching. Go check out Cloudwater. Their web shop is going to be in the description. I'm sure they're doing international deliveries now. Or is that track? Can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Go check them out. Cloudwater, still one of the best breweries in the UK. And this is such a damn solid beer. It really, really is. The more I think about it, the more I'm really, really enjoying it. Because it's a shift change and a change of pace. So that's what I like about it. Anyway, if you've tried it or any of the others in this series, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below, and hopefully you'll join me next time when I might be washed and won't have greasy fringe. Back to the old days. Anyway, cheers guys, you all take care and stay safe.